Have you ever been told by a teacher or another professional to practice the school language with your child? It's a common advice, but unfortunately it's often misunderstood. Many parents understand that practicing the school language means that they should stop speaking their home language with their children. I'd like to refer to the studies by Jim Cummins and others that show that strong development in a child's home language provides a solid foundation for learning additional languages. And this thanks to the common underlying proficiency, which means that skills learned in one language can be transferred to others. When teachers suggest practicing the school language, they usually mean to expose the child to more opportunities to hear and use it for the child to build a larger vocabulary, mainly to better understand and follow the lessons at school. Now, fact is that our children need some exposure to everyday life situation, and this in addition to what they experience at school, because being exposed to the school language only at school is simply not enough. However, increasing the exposure to the school language never means or never should mean replacing our home language. The language we parents use with our children need to be maintained for many reasons. It is the language we connect with them that connect them with their culture and heritage. Even if we parents speak multiple languages, we chose a primary language to speak with our children, and this is what we should continue doing. We want to make sure our children build a solid foundation in our home languages too. Now, this all causes a serious dilemma though. How can we now balance the school and the home languages? When the school language is the additional language, so the second, third or fourth language after those we use at home, we may want to make sure to dedicate specific moments and times to this particular language when using it at home. So during play right after the daycare or school, during homework sessions, when friends who speak the language come over, dedicating also time to do specific activities that foster language skills. You can find plenty of ideas on my other YouTube channel, Activities for Multilingual Families, and in our book, The Toolbox for Multilingual Families. We can also create these moments outside of home. So when our children are on the playground, when we meet friends who speak the target language, when doing activities out and about, meeting people in the neighborhood and in society. So what teachers and professionals should mean with this advice is to find more opportunities for our children to use the school or community language outside of school. It never should mean to replace the home language with the school language. Now, what professionals should also know is that we have limited time to dedicate to the school language. So teachers should help us parents and share with us lists with topics and terms they use at school, books, reading material that we can translate on the go, and they should give our children time to adjust. In addition, there are countless studies about practices that teachers can adopt at school to support multilingual learners. As multilingual families, we already struggle with the little time we have to transmit our home language and heritage languages to our children. The common underlying proficiency I mentioned before works actually also both ways. So what our children learn in the school language can be transferred to the home languages too. This means that we can support our children make this transfer by talking, reading about the topics they learn at school in our home language too. I usually talk about this more in depth during my workshops, webinars, and courses. I leave you some links to them in the description. This all said, multilingualism needs consistency, dedication, and patience with all languages involved. And whenever you feel that there is something out of balance, readjust the sails and make sure to foster the other language more for some time. If you need help with this, you can contact me anytime. The most important thing to remember now is to foster our various languages in a way that we don't cause any power struggle or competition between the languages. And this should also be crystal clear for teachers and other professionals working with our children. If you found this video helpful, please share it with other parents, teachers, educators, practitioners. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow for more videos.